We'd like to welcome you all to season three.
Dude.
Uh,
Therefore,
season
can't remember.
three of the Side Dive Podcast. Yes, your boys are back. We know we've been on a hiatus, but people are busy, and we got those outside lives to take care of. But it's football season, so you should have known we'd be back.
And I'll be
So
honest. Some people have hang-ups about their Cyclones when they get on winning streaks. So after we fell off the path and the basketball team was rolling and the women were doing well, I was like, well, maybe we'll wait to talk about Cyclones next year.
there you go. So you know who we are. We got Tim Pipes Ditto, VJ, WeBJ, uh, longtime Cyclone fans. We in here giving our fan perspective. No insider knowledge here. We just talk about the team we love and follow. So that being said, it's game week. We're literally two days away. Really, now we're in the
Yeah.
evening. Two
Yup.
days away from kicking off the 2024 season against North Dakota Fighting Sioux. Is that what
Oh
they
no, they're the Fighting Hawks now, man.
No, like
Fighting Hawk?
Yeah.
They changed they changed their name.
Okay. So they are the Fighting Hawks now of North Dakota. Don't matter. We should still win. But that, those Dakota schools always give me a little fits. But before we get into that game, let's look at the Cyclone roster, and the depth chart was released, and it's not a real shock to anybody who a lot of the starters were, especially on offense. I mean, obviously, Rocco gets the starting QB nod. JJ Cole backing up, and Moberly, the freshman, is the third string. Surprise, surprise. Abu Sama is, off the K-State game alone last year, he became the starter. But Carson Hansen and Jalen Jackson backing him up. Bramer tied in with Burkle behind him. Steve O'Klotz is playing that H-back, extra tight end set. Tyler Moore is backing him up. Then the receivers, obviously, we knew Noel and Higgins, both on the early watch list for wide receivers. The team took a hit by losing Daniel Jackson for the season. So now he was going to be the number 3 guy. So now it's looking as though, there we go.
We're back.
Now we are officially back.
Yeah.
Benny Ngoyi from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to be the starter at that third spot. The line, James Neal, left tackle, Dylan Baird at left guard, Hufford, center, Brendan Black, and Tyler Miller on the right side.
Hey,
So,
William.
yeah.
Oh, just going back to the receiver. Sorry to interrupt. Did you guys have you heard much about that Dominic Overby? I think I think they have him listed as Higgins backup, but he's a 6'5", and supposedly he's a 10'6", 100 kid.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I guess the person I know the most about would have been Isaiah Austin from, but he's the Army transfer.
Yep.
He's the only person that I know some about. Overby, I don't know. Kai Black, that's the kid from Des Moines, right?
Yeah, he's from Urbandale. So
Okay.
yeah,
Trying to
supposedly
hit that.
all those guys been looking pretty good. But I don't know. It just sounds like you hear a lot about the Overby kid. And I just knew when I heard that with 6'5", and had that kind of speed, I was like, oh damn. So
Yeah.
I thought
I
that was
mean,
interesting.
those are. I mean, Goy's fast,
Oh yeah,
Overby fast. So I mean, I think we're going to see a rotation of all those guys probably until somebody possibly stands out.
yeah,
Um, so it's nice to see a lot of bold coloring, which means dudes have been there before on the offensive end. So, I mean, there isn't anybody new, is there?
not not really. I mean, you have the the transfer from Princeton who was supposed to be a starter, but evidently he's had some injury issues during the
Okay.
fall. So
So, I
um,
mean,
so right now,
everybody's been within the program, and so
yeah, yeah,
that leads to some continuity on the offense that
yeah,
sometimes is sorely lacking.
yeah,
Um, defense, you're gonna. I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of familiar names too. Snyder. Now he's a transfer, right?
yep, yep. I think Louisiana Monroe.
Yep, yep, that's right. And the big old Dominic Orange, uh,
Yes.
Mountain in the middle, Singleton, and Tyler Yeadham
Yeah,
on the other end.
I thought it was interesting they have Iziagu as a backup tackle now. I suppose because he's behind. Don't they list him behind Singleton?
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was more of a a defensive end last year.
and I wonder if maybe they'll bring him in some third and long situations for a kind of a speed rusher on the inside, maybe.
Yeah, true, true. Well, they are talking about going to some 4 down linemen a little bit. But.
So linebacker core, which has always been a stalwart. Uh, Cooper, is it Evil?
Yeah,
I was surprised not to see Sadowski there, but Evil's there. VJ's man Caleb Bacon in the
yeah,
middle. Will McLaughlin uh, and uh, the D-backs. Well, stop me if you've heard these names before, so I'll go ahead and stop. But yeah, it's if you've been around the program for a while, you know the names Freeler, Verdon, and Cooper. Those are the three safeties. You know, been here for a while, and then the corners, um, which I took it. It was another shock. This was probably the bigger shock
oh for sure.
was seeing Miles Purchase as the backup corner to Darian Porter, the former wide receiver.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised. For some reason, I just had in my mind that those guys would be on the field at the same time on opposite sides of the field.
That's what I figured. I figured it was going to be Purchase and Porter with Williams backing up, but
Yep.
no, Williams got the start. Is getting the first team reps, and yeah, Purchase is coming off the bench, and I guess a lot of that might be determined upon what they're running,
Yeah.
what the other team's running,
Right.
So a lot of we're gonna face a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver teams, so I don't think Purchase's volume of plays is gonna fall off.
No.
So we got Tyler Perkins as the punter, and Conradi is the place kicker. And then they got Noel as the return man with Jalen Jackson and Jalen Jackson's got speed. So dude is fast, and I know from college football 25, yeah, dude, they have him listed as the fastest dude on the team.
Actually, I put that on the rundown.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh no, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot to put it on the rundown about the game. We need to get your opinion on that before we end tonight. So
Yeah.
I wonder if that's true in real life. You think so?
Well, they also have Hanson listed as faster than Sama.
Oh,
so
yeah. I don't think so.
Some of it I was like, but apparently that's like that. It's like that with a whole bunch of teams where I've heard people say, so and so is not faster than so and so. So
yeah, cool.
I think some of that stuff gets taken care of because in my second year, all of a sudden Sama was faster than Hanson. So but anyway, so there's your 2D. As you see along the side here, all the career starts at Iowa State. So I mean, there's a lot of dudes with double digit starts for the program. So lots of experience coming back. It seems weird that Bramer only has 2 official starts, but was such a huge piece of the pie last year. Yeah. So outside of what we talked about with Purchase being on the second team, and Ike being the backup defensive tackle moving in from end, and I thought Sadowski not starting. Anything else that stands out on this depth chart to y'all?
Well, they moved Hubbard to center, so they moved him ahead of Boniface, who pretty much started center all last year. So hopefully that means we have we're getting some depth there. They listed at guard, didn't they? Is his name Barrett? He's a transfer from Wisconsin.
Dylan Barrett, yeah, they've got him as starting left guard.
Right. So yeah, that'll be. Hopefully, it's. I don't know. He was a backup there at Wisconsin for his career, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue there at left guard. The other 2 guys are they redshirt freshmen and sophomores? I think so. 2 young guys behind him.
Trevor Burr, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
And Gabe Greenlee, left tackle. They got the third string. He's a sophomore. Pacer is a sophomore, left guard. So good for these guys to be that young and be that close to starting. Bodes well for the future. Damn, I was just gonna say something, and now I forgot it. So yeah, no. Hopefully, good things coming out of that group. Out of this 2D.
So, to me, looking at that, like everybody talks about the linebackers and everything else, and like how the D-backs are like set, like that's not going to be a thing you have to worry about. But to me, like last year, I picked Tampa as my defensive player of the year just because he always locked down one side of the field and you didn't have to worry about that. I think they're gonna. I think that's gonna be seen this year. Missing him, it's gonna show up one way or the other. I mean,
for sure,
player like that. So,
No, I 100% agree.
So, but other than that, I mean, I like our defense. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I don't have faith in the guys that are there. It's just.
Well, I mean, it's hard to replace a TJ Tampa.
Right. Yep. And you got some young guys there that got to prove. They're going to be going out there for the first time starting. On one side, on that side. opposite of purchase, and so we'll see how that goes.
For sure. For sure. So you brought up the game. So I mean the game is great. I'm playing on Heisman. It's extremely frustrating. So I've got my head kicked in on many of occasions, and I've spent some time saying, I hope so and so does this in the game in real life, or I hope so and so does better than this in real life. I'll give a warning now. Jared Hufford is not the best center in this game. So that was one of those times where I'm like, eek, I hope he does better in real life than he's doing in this game.
I think you said. I think you sent me the video of Taylor Mauser talking about playing the game, playing the video game. Yeah.
Talking about a move.
He even brought that up in his press conference. Or somebody asked him. I'm like, can you believe this? They're asking a Division I NCAA coach during like the week before or his postseason press conference, post practice press conference, and they're asking him.
Not a video game.
Yeah. If it's going to be different than what he does in the game, and he's like, well, the real game moves a little faster, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah. So, I mean, no, it's fun. I mean, there are some things they need to fix, obviously. It's been 10 years since they made a game. The biggest thing Iowa State wise is, I mean, they did a good job with the field. They got a majority of the uniforms. I mean, they even got the brand new uniforms in there.
Cool.
Due to copyrights, there's no Juicy Wiggle.
Really?
No Sweet Caroline. Yeah, they didn't do. There's only real song that anybody got because like Jump Around's not in there for Wisconsin. So the only thing that's in there is kind of universal for everybody is Mo Bamba. So, but that's pretty much the only thing that's standard. Now the one that my biggest gripe for the Cyclones is in the end zone they don't have the band; they just have fans.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, on a Cyclone level, that shit needs to change. The band needs to be be in.
Do they show the bands of the other schools though?
No, there's no band.
Okay, so.
And so yeah, I would have liked the band to be in that end zone, but I got that's something that I'm nitpicking on. But everything else, and they have the hills, so they need to put people on the hills.
Oh yeah. Cool.
So that, I mean, that's it. Like I said, I'm playing on Heisman level, so the game is hard. So, and it's been 10 years since I played the game, and it's more like Madden than the old college football. And I've played Madden longer than I played college football. So, the rust is there for me. But we're getting along. It's fun. Fun being at Iowa State.
Just get us to the playoffs,
Yeah, well, you know what? I did get us to the playoffs in my second year, and then we lost in the first round. But I did get us to the playoffs.
I take that.
We're getting good. I mean, our recruiting classes are kind of like they are in real life, 30s and 40s. So,
hey, if we get in the playoffs this year, I'll take that. If we lose in the first round, hey. So you brought up uniforms. Any of those new combinations you like?
I'm not a fan of the black with the white stripes.
Yeah.
I like the all black. The all black is just better.
Yeah, because they just had before they just had it was just around the sleeve. There was a little bit of white, but it wasn't like.
It's a lot more prominent.
Yeah.
So I like the all black. They've got the cardinal with the white stripes as well. I like the all cardinal better. I mean, they're nice for a change, but I just like that whole solid. It just looks better.
Yeah. What about the Stormtrooper ones? The all white and with the black.
I love the all whites. Okay. No matter what team I'm playing, or I'm if I'm on the road, I'm wearing all whites because the all whites just look clean.
I do like our all whites that they've always worn with the school colors for the road. Those are my favorite road uniforms with the red helmet. But,
yeah. So I turned the Jack Trice unis are my homecoming unis. Nice. So I've just made that my tradition. They'll be the homecoming unis.
Dude, I think they should. That's a good idea. I don't know if I've heard that anywhere before, but I think that's what they should do every year for homecoming.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, that's it. We still got a lot to learn on this game because there's so much. I mean, the playbooks you can use and it's just astronomical. There's just so much stuff. I mean, some dudes are writing stuff down. There's so much stuff to remember to do. So I said, literally, if you want to be good at this game, it's like having a second job.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much stuff. I'm more of a let's just line up and play kind of dude. And there's dudes out there who are studying stuff and watching videos. And I'm like, who's got time for all that? I mean, I've checked out a video or two that people have sent, but seeking out, no, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Let's line up and kick off. Yeah. So there's your quick college football 25 through the eyes of the Cyclones. For y'all. Schedule time. It's not as easy as some teams, say like that team from out east.
Makes me think of Vernon's line the other day on the text.
No.
How easy their schedule was. What do you say that? Easier than the home team at May tournament? Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it is one ranked team. I mean, well, they say Iowa State is Iowa's second hardest game.
Yeah, behind Ohio State.
Yeah, and Iowa is Iowa State's fourth. So, I mean, there it is in the nutshell.
Next week, better save this for next week.
Yeah, for sure. So let's look at the schedule. Through our predictions, we'll skip North Dakota because we'll do it at the end, just like always. If you're a fan of the program,
we all got that at 1-0 anyway. So
yes, I'm sure. So that following week, speaking of that team we were just talking about, we head there for the annual. And what I fear is going to be coming to the end for a while, Cyhawk game.
Well, I mean, the contract goes for a while. I mean,
yeah, somehow I see it going away, but that's a whole. But that could be talked about next week as well.
Yeah.
So Pipes, Iowa, what you thinking?
Damn, you're gonna start with me. On this game. I'm going to take my boys this year, I know last year, 2 years ago, I know I picked them to lose. You guys got on me and we won. So I think, but it didn't, so I had to do that again last year, I think. But no, I'm gonna stone up and say the Cyclones are gonna pull it out in Kinnick again. I like our athletes on offense against. I mean, I know their defense is incredible, but so yeah, I know we'll break down this game next week, so we don't probably have to talk too much about it.
And I'm gonna skip scores for the future games.
No, that's cool.
We'll just pick.
We can talk about that next week too. I just heard the over/under for that is 37.
Oh. Okay. So, BJ, what are you thinking?
Sorry. Iowa.
See, now last 2 years, BJ's picked Iowa State, which I was
I'm
surprised.
gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Clones until I see that Iowa has an offense, which I still won't necessarily see this week. Until I see if they have a offense, I'm gonna think that Iowa State can do enough to win that game. 2 weeks after that is Arkansas State comes to town. Now, if this was in the video game, I tell you that we got some issues. Just because Arkansas State is fast, they got a fast team. So I mean, you got some speed, you can do some things. That being said, VJ,
Arkansas State. I'm sorry, Iowa State.
It's like,
Sorry.
I'm going with Iowa State as well.
yeah, me too.
That was fast. I mean, sure they got speed, but Iowa State also has speed and a lot more.
And we're coming out of a bye that week. We got a bye after the Iowa game this year.
Yep. Which we normally don't, do we?
No. There's 2 byes this year.
Following week, on the road, again, kicking off the Big 12 Conference with the Cougars of Houston. My new favorite basketball team outside of the Clones. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, I was going to say that you probably take that depth chart out of there.
Oh,
see you guys.
Yeah. Mike came to see us. Yeah, so we're at Houston. I mean, they got the Willie Fritz era starting, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They're predicted dead last in the conference for a reason, and I think Iowa State will go down there and do what they're supposed to do. Right?
I agree. I think it's probably for them. It'll be like Campbell's first year where they're going to have a rocking start at the beginning. And we're getting them early in the conference season. So, yeah, hopefully we'll go down there and win by at least 10.
BJ.
I'm going to pull a Shannon Sharp and say mustard, custard, flustered, Iowa State by 20.
Oh, damn.
I mean, the only thing that gives me that has me cautious is that it is Houston's home opener.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that gives me caution. But I have a feeling that Cyclone fans are going to travel down there and help fill up that stadium. So then back home against the Baylor Bears. Back to you kicking it off, Pipes.
Yeah, I like us in this one. I know that they always have dudes, but I don't know. I think Dave Aranda, if he loses. Well, they played Utah in the non-conference too. Because they had that scheduled,
Yeah.
Before, but yeah, so they got a tough schedule to start with. We're getting them early. If things aren't going well after the last 2 seasons they had, dudes are going to start checking out. So, yeah, I like us in this one.
Okay, VJ?
Yeah, I'm going to say at home. I think we get some swag going here in the last couple games. Before that, it's Iowa State Cyclones.
Cool. Go on the road at West Virginia. BJ.
That's a tough one. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go Clones again.
Oh, damn!
We got a little bit of a streak going.
See, I'm worried about this one.
I have it the other way. I have our streak coming to an end, that 4-0 start, and it will wreck our October good feel goods. But I think West Virginia gets us there.
Yeah. Sounds like they have two great running backs, an veteran offensive line. So going out there, if they can control the ball. I mean, I've liked how we played against West Virginia over the years. You know, even when they're ranked in the top 10, you know, obviously that was different coaching staff for them, but we always play well against them. But yeah, gun to my head, I would probably pick a close loss there.
Okay. On me to UCF. Man, that ain't even. I would stay back on track. The hell with UCF.
Yeah.
Right? Same.
So they're
And it's at home.
Yeah. So, go ahead,
BJ.
So what do you guys think about this? So their team, they've got a bunch of high level D1 transfers that came from other schools.
I don't care.
Right? No, I don't think that's necessarily a great thing. You know, a lot like what Chris Felica, you know, the Bear picked them to go to the Big 12 championship. But I think it's harder to when you get that many of those guys and to put it all together. Or you know,
I mean,
you don't know
if it works, it works. But
yeah, I just think there's a higher percentage that doesn't.
No, I agree. I agree. Pipes, back to you. Texas Tech at home.
Win.
This is homecoming, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like pretty much Campbell's teams in the Big 12. Obviously, especially since Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy only lost one Big 12 home game. So, yeah, I like the way we play at home. I mean, I know Texas Tech beat us here the last time, but that offense was horrible, and this one is not going to be horrible.
BJ.
I think we hit a lull here. We've had a nice win streak. It ends here, unfortunately. Texas Tech.
All right. Staying with you. No, wait.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, no, it's me. I don't know. I screwed it up. I screwed up the order. But anyway,
We're all good.
Now we're on the road, kind of. We're going to, I guess it can be, instead of Hilton South, it'll be Jack Trice South, as we head on down to Kansas City to play Kansas, who's got no stadium this year. I did see what their stadium is going to look like because it's in the game, and yowza, that bad boy is going to look pretty nice.
Still not very big. I still
sure, yeah. Still not going to be very big, but at least it's good. It's going to be nice looking.
Yeah.
That being said, Iowa State, ribs and all, we're getting that. We're getting that W. Pipes.
See, this is what I'm worried about because pretty much everybody, any Cyclone fan you hear talk, it's going to be full Cyclone home game, and every time we've gone down there has not gone well at Arrowhead.
Absolutely.
Another thing everybody's banking on, which I don't understand, is that Jalen Daniels won't be playing by this time. That he's going to be hurt. Everybody is banking that dude's going to get hurt. And the other thing is they have one of the easiest schedules in the Big 12. They only have one ranked team scheduled right now. So
true.
They're not going to. They don't. You know, they're not going to. If they're not beat up, they've got talent. And I just think the way everybody's banking on this as a surefire win has me worried. So that's why I'm going with the loss there.
Okay.
It's a dub. Iowa State.
Nice. All right, VJ, Cincy, and on a side note, not that I wish injury on an individual, but it would not hurt me to see Cincinnati's QB get hurt and then Brady Lichtenberg come in to be the QB so he could play against his daddy's old team.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Is he the backup?
Yeah.
So
now, what would be even cooler is when they played Miami of Ohio, because his cousin is the backup for Miami of Ohio.
Oh wow!
and Cincinnati and Miami of Ohio played. I'm like, wouldn't that be cool if at some point you had Lichtenberg versus Lichtenberg?
Yeah.
But where's this game? It's at home. So last senior day.
And it's senior day?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh.
I take that back.
Okay. Damn, I got two hours at home then. I've got 2 hours.
It's actually a trap game in between KU and Utah.
Yep. I'm going with an L.
Jeez.
Well, I'm yeah.
Cincinnati,
I'm
dude.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Damn.
Hey, well, count our wins and losses. There's got to be some L's coming somewhere.
Not to them. Not to them.
Not to KU either. Not to KU either.
No. So I say we lose to KU, we come back, we get right at home, and we're rolling into the home. We're rolling down the stretch.
Okay.
So you got Cincy and you got the Clones. This is hard for me because it's a trap game. It's stuck between KU, which on the road, and then you come home for Cincy just to go on the road to Utah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because if we do pull that off at KC, and there's a huge, contingent. Well, there's going to be, and they pull that off, yeah, they'd be flying high coming home.
I'm going with the Clones, and this is probably my toughest. I don't know which way to go game.
Really?
Would be this game just because of where it lands.
Huh. All right.
And who it is. I mean, it's not like Cincinnati is a bunch of bums, but
But that's a coaching staff that's scrambling to put, obviously Tyson Veit, our linebackers coach, is their new defensive coordinator. They're scrambling because they know this could be it for them if they don't. And so if it hasn't started well, which I don't think it will, by the time they come to Ames, could be some dudes rolling over. But
hopefully again, we don't roll over well. Overconfident.
So the following week is at Utah. And I hate it. I hate to say it because, quite frankly, I wish they'd go away. If we could do a redo, I get rid of Utah and take anybody. Give me Montana State. Give me Montana. I'll take Idaho. I'll take Oregon State, Washington State, San Diego State, Pacific, San Jose State. Anybody but Utah and their fucking fans. They can all go to shit as far as I'm fucking concerned.
Oh.
So there, can't wait to talk about them that week.
Yes, that'll be interesting.
Right? What do you think?
Damn. I think we go out there and make a game. But yeah, I'm taking this one as a loss. But I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if we won, but
yeah,
I'd say a loss.
VJ?
Upset City, baby.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Hey, nothing would make me happier. Nothing would make me happier.
We right the ship. Go down to Kansas City, get some barbecue and party. come back. We just, don't play well, and that coaching staff gets them set, strategizes well. Players execute when they travel out west.
I like that. I like that.
All right, Pipes. Senior Day, Farmageddon.
Cycles, man. They're gonna have those summer nightmares again.
VJ.
Hopefully it snows again. They'll be having flashbacks.
Iowa State.
I can't do it.
Oh no.
I think this is going to be the payback. I think K-State's going to get us on Senior Day, and it's gonna fuck up our Big 12 championship.
No, don't say that. That'd be worse.
Yeah.
If we lose to them, I hope we're out of it. But that would suck if they knocked us out of it.
Yep. So, Pipes, you have us at 9-3. VJ, you have us at 9-3, and I have us at 9-3.
Oh wow!
We just have different games.
That's interesting. I thought VJ had more losses up there. Maybe I was just surprised by the ones he picked.
He had the Hawks, Texas Tech, and Cincy. Oh, Pipes and I, we agreed on West Virginia.
Yep.
And Utah. We differed on K-State and KU.
Okay.
I originally thought that Iowa State would. I thought I'd predict 4 losses at least.
I thought I would too, but
Yeah.
my fourth loss, if we got it, would come at hands of Iowa.
So William, you already said you think our 9-3 keeps us out with K-State beating us, but
Possibly.
I mean I think a 9-3 could get us in to the Big 12 championship, So
I just think it might run us into a tie.
Right.
And we lose the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So
So if you're guessing, who you guys picking for Big 12 championship?
I just cussed them out. Yeah, and I pray that it's not Utah. But all signs right now point to Utah. Gross.
What do you got, BJ?
Hurts my stomach just to say.
I would say the same.
Who do you guys think they'll be playing?
I haven't looked at everybody's schedule, but I would think it would come down to Iowa State, K-State, possibly one of 4 teams: Iowa State, K-State, Okie State, or Arizona, depending on how old boy is at quarterback.
I would say West Virginia over Arizona of those teams you listed. So if you have to pick one, who are you going with? Utah versus who?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I would say K-State, since I predicted them to beat us.
I can see that. And VJ, who do you got them playing?
I have no clue.
Good guess. So I'm going to go, since what I brought up before about Kansas having the easiest schedule, I'm going to say, and I've got them beating us, but I say we meet them in the championship, and
Oh, really?
And we get the revenge.
So wait, you got the championship game is Iowa State versus versus Utah?
KU. No, KU.
Oh, KU.
I'm just saying that all those 93.
The Big 12 championship football game.
Yep.
Iowa State versus KU.
Yep. Can you imagine that?
Man,
Yeah.
shut this down. Come on. What?
He said in the Big 12 championship game. He even looked down at the screen like he was like looking down on you. Like, hey, you're the Big 12 championship game.
I wanted to be sure. I was like, wait a minute. Do I really understand the words that are coming out of your mouth? Right.
Just because they have the easiest schedule. One team though that could surprise. I think one team that, I mean, you guys didn't bring them up at all, would be TCU. I mean, they played the national championship game 2 years ago. You cannot tell me that they did not get a bump in recruiting off that, and they have some dudes. You know, I have no idea what their schedule looks like, but I cannot believe that they're not going to make some noise somehow.
He'll be in the top half, but
yeah,
I just think, yeah, top half. Nobody's mentioned. Well, you know what? Let's just talk about them. We got 4 new teams. Arizona and Utah have been mentioned in this broadcast. We have not mentioned Arizona State nor Colorado. Colorado might have the best player, might have the two best players in college football, with Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. I mean, but glad they're not on the schedule. I am 1,000% happy that they're not on the schedule, because by the time Colorado is on the schedule, those guys will no longer be there. I don't want any parts of them, line or no line. I don't want to take that chance.
Are they playing North Dakota State this weekend?
Yeah, I think it might be tomorrow night. It's Thursday or Friday.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, yep.
It's going to be a game for a while, but I think
they
athletes will just take over.
Yep. And from everything I've heard, Colorado doesn't have much depth, so at this time of the year, they're going to be tough. I mean, it was that way last year. They came out strong, and then
the line's supposed to be better. I mean, even on paper, it's just better than it was the previous year.
I mean, this is another thing, like what I was talking about before, is, a team full of transfers. How it, can anybody really make that, that many transfers to make it work?
Yeah. So, I mean, once again, I don't think Arizona State has a whole lot.
No.
And I think they lose their coach.
No, Dillingham's their coach. He took over for Herm Edwards. And then they had that NCAA stuff.
Right. So I guess they kind of lost their coach.
Yeah.
But
he's playing with the shorthand.
So he's all right. And Colorado, it's a wait and see. They go from North Dakota State to Nebraska. So they got Nebraska the following week in Lincoln. So
I mean, they could be 0-2. I mean,
they could be.
I don't think that will be the case.
I mean, if North Dakota State wins, I'm not going to get all up in arms. I'm not going to be shocked, because unfortunately, we've seen what North Dakota State is capable of.
Yep.
We just saw, Montana State go down and beat New Mexico. We saw what Georgia Tech did to Florida State. It's not going to surprise me if North Dakota State. A lot of people will enjoy Colorado getting beat. I for one won't, because that's just poor. It looks poorly on the conference. So, I mean, now if Utah gets beat, I'm fine with it, because they're assholes. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't spend a whole year talking about how you don't want to be in a conference. In this conference, you'd rather be somewhere else. Well, step down. Step the fuck down and go hat in hand, on your knees, crawl into the Big Ten, crawl into the SEC, I mean, your ass could be right back in the goddamn Mountain West.
Or they could join.
Stay in the Pac-3.
Yeah, Washington State, Oregon State. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
They trade places with you in a goddamn heartbeat.
No shit.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sorry. My disdain for Utah, and it's mainly just been their AD and their fans. Team's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That team's going to be tough. They got Rising back for his 73rd year. So they got that tight end is just crazy. I've had him in fantasy twice.
Oh yeah.
And he does damage. So Utah's going to be a problem. But I would prefer Colorado win tomorrow. And
yeah, me too.
For my own selfish reasons, just to see people melt down. If Colorado came in the Lincoln and beat Nebraska, it would just be more fun over here.
You like consoling your friends or something, or
well, no, what? I would feel bad I would feel bad for Gerald. I would feel bad for Ed, but for the rest of them, individuals, I won't feel bad for them. But I would feel bad for my people.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, nah, nope.
Oh, shoot.
I ain't gonna feel bad.
Well, actually, since you brought that up, I mean the Big 12, because West Virginia plays Penn State, and Iowa State needs to win in Iowa City. West Virginia needs to win at home versus Penn State. Colorado needs to win it, just for the conference perception, because it's so bad right now. I mean, just the way. I mean, it's,
well, thanks to Georgia Tech, we are now securely in that third spot ahead of ACC.
Yes.
Because Florida State was deemed as the head of ACC, and they go down week 1, and it's like, oh, damn, the top of your group just got beaten by a team who not so recently ago was running a wishbone. So, I mean, I would put the Big 12 securely in that third spot now. So, but it's still far behind perception wise. Far behind SEC in the Big 10. So, with that being said, it is fight. Man, we got Hawks back to back. Fighting Hawks week. North Dakota. From what little I did watch, everybody said the right thing. The coaches said the right things. The players said the right things. No bulletin board material. Same on the other side. Everybody's got mad respect for each other, and as we should. We dealt with Drake. We dealt with you and I. We've dealt with the Dakota states. We've had our fill.
We get all excited. We're all excited for September. Love Matt Campbell, but he hasn't made September easy.
No,
I love October. I love October and November. It used to be the opposite. We were all excited September. By the time September's done, we're like, then we're back to just.
Yeah, Labor Day has not always been the best of weekends for Cyclone fans. There's been some nail-biting situations going on that Saturday. Hopefully, this is not another one of those. The Clones, handle their business and do what they're supposed to do. And you know what the spread is?
I think 27.
Yep.
Is it? Okay. What's the over-under?
I'm not sure. You see that, BJ?
I can't. I can't. 51.5. I've got
Ooh.
the spread of 28.5 now,
Yeah, that's what I just saw.
and 51.5 for over under.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not a gambler, so I could be looking at the wrong website. So you never know.
No, you're good. No, that's what I got as
Okay.
well. But the predictor is 96% to 4 for Iowa State for pulling off that win. Um, I think in a perfect world, Iowa State comes out, smashes, Hulk smashes right from the get go, and I think it will be a perfect world where Iowa State comes out, maybe not on drive one, but afterwards, I think Iowa State just handles its business.
Yeah.
Going forward, I'm looking at the clones, and I'm looking somewhere in like the 42-17 range.
There you go. So you're taking the over.
Yes.
Clearly. Yes.
So how do you think how do you see our points coming as far as what do you think is the dominant part of our offensive game is?
I think this week is going to be passing, because I think the following week you're going to have to run more, and I don't think they're going to want to show a lot of the running game.
Think so?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Iowa still got a good secondary, even though old boy's gone. But they still got a good secondary.
We just have to prove we can run the ball, though.
But I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think their front four is as good as it used to be. I don't think it's
I'm just saying our offensive line needs to go out this week, which we say this almost every year, and like push them around. You know. But anyway.
Anybody else? School prediction.
What do you got, BJ?
I'm gonna go with. Actually, I'm gonna go with 35-10. Unproven quarterback. Running back had some success last year for them, so yeah, we rattle the quarterback, and then I think we build up a lead so much that it's just a ground game in the second half.
That's pretty much where I'm at, but I'm lower scoring though. I'm thinking like 38-6. I'm thinking we maybe get a turnover to the lead short fields, some quick scores. And then,
now it's official.
What's that? Yeah.
Now it's official. Now we need it.
We've got the two. Yep.
Yeah, we got the animals in, so we're good.
No, but I'm thinking like 38-6. We get some quick scores. They just start running the ball. So both of you guys had obviously had big margins of victory. Do you think we see? Is Rocco in?
Wait, you said 38-6?
I said 38-6. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
so you had a bigger margin of victory than all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Well,
no, big margin there, Pipe.
I didn't mean margin. I mean you guys.
A lot more points.
Score more points.
Oh yeah, no, I think we see JJ Cole in the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
45-44. You and I are right about the same. I had 35-10.
Oh, I thought I thought you were high.
Yeah.
I thought somebody said 50. What did you have?
I said 42.
Oh,
I said 42.
I thought you said 52.
Oh.
Okay. No, so we're all about the same then. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I have Rocco as my MVP.
I'm going with one of the running backs. I would say Boo.
which also means Rocco will not be the MVP.
I say Lake Mills pays the bills.
Oh damn!
Bacon.
Scoop and score. Scoop and sack and scoop and score.
Man, hey, this man, you'd have thought his last name was Hutchinson. The way this man is riding for his guy.
I work with his aunt, so she talks about him.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay. Oh shit! There you go. 3-0 for us. Everybody's in agreement that the Cyclones are going to get that nod. It's a 2:30 game.
Yeah, 2:30. Yep.
ESPN.
FS1.
FS1.
Yep.
Woo! Hey, we got a lot of college football from tomorrow to Monday. There's even Monday night.
But there's a college football game Monday night?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's is it at Georgia Clemson or is it? No, it's Florida State. Florida State plays somebody.
Yeah, Boston College, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, lots of football to be had. I got wrestling pay-per-views this weekend as well. I'm gonna have to bring the comfy chair into my room to kick back, sit back, and watch because I'm gonna be glued to these screens.
What event is that? SummerSlam or something, or what is it?
No, that was last week. Bad Blood is this week. This weekend.
Nice.
So it's a WWE one and an NXT one. So yeah, I got plus I got my damn dynasty games in college football. Yeah, I got busy shit on top of I got a podcast Saturday morning too before the wrestling. So lots of shit going on for your boy.
Good.
So yeah, people, week 1. Honestly, it felt like it wasn't gonna get here.
It's been weird for me. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's because summer was like pretty rainy and kind of cool for the most part, but it's just like, oh, football season's here, and it's just like, and it's like I feel good about this team, but I don't like, it's not like Brock Purdy's senior year, or whatever. When they had all those high expectations. So yeah, it's just like, oh, cool, football's here.
Exactly. I know. I agree with that. Hopefully, it's what we've been waiting for, and hopefully our hopes and dreams will come to fruition, and your boys have as good a season as we've predicted or better. Let's hope all our 9 and 3s come to fruition. Whoever gets those 3,
dude,
who cares?
I gotta get in the ring. Get in the ring.
Yes, you have us get in the ring.
You guys laughed at me.
Iowa State versus Kansas. Yep.
I think we're more laughing at the KU part than the Iowa State part.
Yep.
So yeah, there it is, people. Your boys are back. We're gonna be back every week, and tell your friends, tell your postman to tell a friend. All those people that we expect to see y'all here. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go like the page, the Side Eye Podcast on Facebook. It's out there on Twitter, even on Instagram. We're gonna get some stuff put up. We're gonna see more food pictures. Hey, you're gonna see your boy Chef Boyarju. He gonna be back here. He got some new things to talk about. I already know. He's been raving about this place down in Ankeny. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm leaving it up to him.
Dude,
he gonna talk it up.
Oh, I got a place in Ankeny we gotta talk about too.
And a quick note before we get out of here. He is I showed him that picture of one of your taking bakes from Pizza Pit. So he's been all on that.
Dude, I was working in Ames during that's why we couldn't. Another reason why we couldn't do the podcast because I was too busy picking up taking bakes before every Iowa State basketball tournament game. So yeah, every game, dude. Yeah, because
so there's your shameless plug.
Yeah,
Pizza Pit.
Yeah,
Go get yourself a taking bake.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, people. Until next week. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.